We use mainly XRP, Ripple XRP.
Ripple, yeah.
But we do it for a good reason. It's very quick.
Yeah.
And the cost of transacting is quite low, or very low. So typically we're only in crypto for 7 seconds. That's it.
7 seconds.
7 seconds. That's it. So we're in and out. So you put your rand in, and your pounds out, and it's gone from rands to XRP, XRP to...
Wow.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly pulling back. We have stocks flat. And we have Robinhood coming in as the third largest Bitcoin holder with over $3 billion worth. And that's behind Binance and Bitfinex when it comes to exchanges. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which we see the front end is moving higher, the back end is moving lower. And then, of course, we have the dollar, which is pulling back slightly, but still strong. We have volume in crypto moving up. We have Tether, USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo on Friday was 1.6 trillion, and that was a big pullback from Thursday's numbers. So make sure you pull it today, guys. We know Jerome Powell stated that repo was there for Janet Yellen. Now we have Indian Prime Minister Modi calls for a global cryptocurrency framework at G20 Summit. And guys, once the EU did their regulatory framework, that lets you know crypto is definitely here. We know it's here. We know all about the fourth industrial revolution. But the masses have no idea. Once the EU put this into effect, that should have turned on a light bulb to the masses. But unfortunately, they're distracted on things that don't matter. And guys, this fourth industrial revolution plan has been into effect for over 40 years. So guys, all the technology is there. As just the fact is, they need the big enough distraction to move the masses without them even knowing they getting moved over to this digital transformation. We already saw them run the tests in 2020, all the tests they needed. Now it's time to bring in the full plan. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now guys, do not forget about Grayscale sent about $21.7 billion on Friday. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have 1inch Wallet buys 10 million in ETH following a 3.7 million profit streak in July. Now we have OKEX launches 5% BTC reward program on Buy Crypto with card feature for a Hong Kong user. And lastly, we have Hong Kong's hash key among cities first to kick off retail trading for cryptocurrencies. And guys, we know Hong Kong is the straw man for China. And we now have the Brics coming from behind the curtain, adding new members. And by adding new members, guys, you have even more currencies. And we know these countries are either going to have a CBDC or a stablecoin. And to cut out the volatility, guys, they need protocols like Xrp Xlm and Bitcoin Lightning. Not only does it cut out the volatility of the currency, but then also, guys, it opens up trillions and trillions of dollars of liquidity because of real-time settlement. And that's the reason why these banks, small banks, medium-sized banks, won't survive. And don't forget, guys, XRP and XLM are a synthetic IOU. You only need it for that split second. And you know I did a video on that. I think it's probably like 80, 90,000 views. You can go check it out. But guys, when it comes to XRP and XLM, their job is to move value at close to zero cost. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.